So we all know things are getting more expensive, right? Between gas, groceries, even drinks at certain events. Okay, so leads me to this next headline. This one's from the Wall Street Journal. It says, drinks are so expensive that grown-ups are pre-gaming like they did in college, okay?
Fireball.
If you remember,
this is amazing.
If you remember the pre-game.
Audience, the picture of Fireball on the screen.
Something you were able to identify very quickly, David Gura.
You know,
See,
I'm
he
sure
was. We're learning new things about you, David Gura. But they're drinking at home before you go out. So let's say you're going out to a sporting event, to a concert. So you go home first. You have a cup of cocktails to save you money when you go there because they could be like $20 each.
Well, the prices are obscene.
Yes.
I just went to a game at Yankee Stadium. It was not a Yankees game.
Yes.
It was a New York City Football Club game. And the beer was like $22.
It is.
It was
beer?
unbelievable.
Yes.
That was not for the souvenir cup. It was not for the imported beer. It was for the the regular old American lager, $22. So they were happy for me to put on a credit card. I mean, it's like a bit crazy.
It is. And now people are doing what on social media, what's going around is that people are telling how to sneak stuff in. So they're doing those little the little bottles.
That really is like college.
Yes.
Like, get your flask out.
You put the flask is coming back too. Yes, exactly.
That's hysterical.
So because it's so expensive, so now all these things are happening and people are doing what they have to do. They're even post-gaming, like after the event at someone else's house instead of going to the bar after. So
fascinating.
Changing
Nips.
times.
Nips, they're called.
Nips are back, yes.
It kind of makes me nostalgic, but also I am sick of paying these prices, so I'm torn on this one.
Yeah, it is crazy. And don't get me started on popcorn. Nobody's bringing popcorn in under their jackets, but that was also expensive.
I went to the movies for the first time the other day, and I got a small soda, and it was like $8 or $12. I almost left. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, Lisa, what else you got?
You know what else is expensive? FIFA tickets.
Yes, I've heard this.
Okay, so
hard to get.
Let's get right to this one. This one's from The Athletic. Okay, so FIFA struggling to sell tickets for USMNT's World Cup opener versus Paraguay. So The Athletic got their hands on this document, right? And it said that ticket sales to the U.S. World Cup opener against Paraguay on June 12th, it's lagging behind other matches in Los Angeles. And this is like the opener. So they thought that it was going to be this big draw. So, they had the prices
US
quite
men's
high.
national team. People want to go.
They wanted to go. But people are not spending the high prices. So that's the issue. And they're saying that maybe it's because the men's national soccer team, well, they haven't sparked that much interest lately. So that might be a reason.
Put up that screen with how much those tickets cost. That's why.
It was
crazy.
anyway,
I think it's just ticket fatigue. Like, I don't pay for any of this stuff. I don't go to concerts I would love to go to because I'm not paying.
There we go. Category 1 and 2 tickets. $27.30 and $19.40 for tickets for these games. I mean, that's crazy.
It's a lot. But to go to show you is that people are not paying it because they're not selling out those tickets.
The other issue with this, which we're going to talk about later in the show with some experts, is not only that, but people are afraid to come because of visa issues. Like foreign audiences are concerned. Friends of mine in Europe and other places have said they are worried about coming to the United States in ways that they haven't before. So you may not be getting as big of a foreign audience to watch these games, and then Americans may not pay that.
Are they going to get cheaper? Is that the upshot here? That they're going to have to get rid of them? Or no, we don't know.
They're going to have to. They haven't brought it down yet, but now they might have to because they're just not selling that first game. Okay, since we're here in D.C.,
we are.
I thought this would be a good one. Okay, this is from the Washington Post. Ben's Chili Bowl hopes May reopening meets its matriarch standards. So we all know Ben's Chili here in Washington, D.C., right?
Tell us about this place.
68-year history.
I mean, Ben's Chili, all the presidents until recently always went. It is an absolute institution. It's on U Street. They've got a big mural on the wall of all the presidents who ate there. It's still, the family was still there when I was here a couple years ago. Even at Nat Stadium, when they built the new stadium, they built a spot for Ben's Chili Bowl to have an outpost there. There's now one in the airport. This is the D.C. iconic institution.
Okay,
oh my gosh,
well, it's been closed.
Lisa Mateo, it is 9 o'clock in the morning.
For renovations, but it's going to be opening May 1st. But in honor,
thank you for bringing that.
We had some, I guess it was DoorDash, Uber Eats. Someone came by, and we have Ben's Chili here for you guys. I personally have never tried, so I'm excited.
And there's a half smoke, I think.
And there's a half smoke here for you.
So I just told you guys my secret about the half smokes, which now that you can reveal.
Lisa Mateo always taking care of us here.
I'm always thinking of you guys.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, I scored.
Here, have the saltines, too, if you want the saltine crackers.
I don't eat beef, and I haven't since I was 18.
But today you are going to.
I eat half smokes at the ballpark.
You do.
Only the ballpark. There's an exception at the ballpark. They are so good that about once or twice a year when I go to a Nats game, I pretend it's not beef and I eat it anyway.
I've been told whoever loses pointed today has to eat the chili.
Ooh.
Oh, that's That's a great idea.
A good one. We're going to bring these back.
I think this is your week, David Gura.
Hold on. We've derailed this. So the matriarch has passed away.
She is still alive, but she's hoping that the renovations don't change the look of it.
I see.
And she hasn't seen it yet. So when she goes, yes, she wants to go and see like how it's going to look. Okay. So it'll be exciting. May 1st is the date.
She's very concerned with the legacy.
Yeah, because it was a local place. It was casual. There was like a line and a counter, and so you don't want it to look like it got bought by a VC firm.
Like the Crate and Barrel thing.
A little bit of grime in your chili. Like it's not good unless there's a little bit of grime.
They expanded though. Over there on H Street, they put one in on H Street all the way down.
There's a couple of them now. So.
I have this last one. This is from the weekend. Quick mention. Yep. Pokemon's multi-billion-dollar card boom sparks a crime wave. Okay, so this one is interesting. So trading cards, right? They came this alternative asset class, but they caused prices to soar. So now value is driven higher because millennials and Gen Z who collected them, they now have this disposable income. So now they're starting to buy them. The prices have spiked. You remember Logan Paul, like the YouTuber? He sold his card for $16 million at auction. So
I'm sorry, $16 million
$16 million for one Pokemon card.
Okay.
But it's bringing on the risks. You know, they have people like there's thefts that are happening. And so this is what people are concerned about because all for Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I've lived through that. I've got some sons who were collecting Pokemon cards and enjoyed the...
Yeah.
You know,
they haven't been stolen, though, yet, right?
No.
Oh, phew. I thought you said I lived through that. I was like,
nor as I can ascertain are they worth any money, but maybe they are. I should check into that. Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
BTW, thank you very much. Thanks for the half smoke.
Eat up.
And chili.